Maintaining access is a very important phase of penetration testing. Let's assume that our target has run our shell and the life is good. Then suddenly he just turned off his computer. So in this case, we're gonna lose everything. So the key point here is that we've got to survive after a reboot or a shutdown for the target machine. Now, before proceeding any further, some customers prohibit any modification on the target machine. So you've got to make sure that to set the right expectation with your customer before proceeding any further. Now, if the modification is allowed, then what we will do is the following. First, we're gonna copy ourselves in a different location. And we will do that just in case that our target has deleted the shell file, so we will make a copy as a backup. In this phase, two parameters should be identified. First, the source path means the directory where our shell exists, or in other words, the current working directory. The second parameter is the destination path. Here in our example is the document folder. So keep in mind that each PC has a different username, so we've got to discover this as we don't know the username profile on our target previously. Now on the second phase, after copying our shell into a doc folder or document directory, we need to add a registry key and point it out to the copied file in the document folder. Keep in mind that the first and the second phases should only run one time only once our backdoor gets installed on the target machine for the first time. The third phase is to start our reverse shell without repeating the above steps or phases. Since we don't know the current working directory or the user profile, we've got to figure it out in the first place, and this will happen in the system reconnaissance phase. Now, to break down the workflow for our persistence shell, I made a simple flowchart, so let's have a quick look on that. Logically, we will start with system reconnaissance phase, and the output of this phase is gonna be two things. So first, we will discover the current working directory of our shell and find out the user profile. The second output should be the destination path. Okay, next we need to determine if we are the first time running on the target machine. Now you probably are wondering how we can do that. Well, thanks for the OS library to simplify the task for us. To achieve this, we will simply check if our script exists in the destination path or not. If it exists, then this is not the first time we run on the target side, as we have already done the phase 1 and phase 2 previously. So we will skip the phase 1 and phase 2 and fire up our shell. However, if this is the first time we run on the target side, we will copy ourselves to the destination path, which is here the phase 1. Then we add a new registry key pointing to this location, which is the step 2 here. Final thing, we need to make sure that we will get our connection back to our Kali server. Now, at this point, if you still didn't get the idea completely, in the next video, you're gonna see everything in action. Thanks for viewing.